Uncle Clifford is hitting the pole, y'all. And Mercedes is moving on up to the good life. What's good, y'all? She Sister Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another P-Valley video. In this video, we are breaking down the episode 3 trailer and giving you a little bit of a preview. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so that you don't miss out on any of my P-Valley videos. I break down all of the hottest, dopest storytelling with some of the best characters on television and in film. And you're not going to want to miss out on any of my new videos, let alone my P-Valley videos. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the tribe. Also here on Erica Vane TV, we love to have full conversations. So yes, I'm making a video and telling y'all what I think, but I would love to know what you think. What are some of your predictions? What are some of your questions? What are some of your concerns? Drop them in the comment section down below so that we can keep the conversation going after the video. And maybe I'll even make subsequent videos to further dive into your topics of conversation. Now, without further ado, let's talk about episode number 3. So, Mercedes, while she has had that 7 pounds lifted up out of her arm in exorcism style, shout out to you, Diamond, in last week's episode, they are still looking for a new headliner because maybe she's taking a little bit of time off. Her and Autumn are not necessarily seeing eye to eye after she had to throw Autumn out of her house. She is done with the sacrificing and dealing with all that she's had to deal with by way of Autumn coming into everybody's lives. Now, she has saved the pink, but she also has come with some stuff. And that is kind of leaving the pink for the following weekend without their bottom, without their headliner. And Autumn, in the trailer, we can hear her say that she wants to try out roulette and whisper. And Uncle Clifford's like, can't nobody replace Mercedes? And then we get a moment where Autumn responds, everybody's replaceable. Child, this is true, but this mindset is what's going to probably get you into trouble. I said this in my breakdown video, so if y'all haven't seen it already, go and watch my breakdown for episode number 2. I go in depth and give y'all a lot of insight and thoughts, or at least my thoughts on the episode in that video. But Autumn's detachment, Autumn's lack of ability to check her ego, sometimes her narcissistic tendencies, and her trauma, and like sit with her trauma, is going to be the death of her. And personally, just watching on this trailer and hearing her say everybody is replaceable, it just reaffirms what we heard her say to Andre in the last episode, where she was just like, I'm always ready to go. Like, I'm always good to just pick up and leave. I don't get settled. I'm not, stuck any place too long. And it's like, girl, while that could, I guess, be a flex, for you, it's nothing but your trauma speaking. You have never felt safe. You have never felt wanted. You have never felt okay enough to put your clothes in the closet and unpack. You have never felt desire enough to truly feel the impact of what trying to leave the people that love you would do to you and to them. So, like, girl, I can't. Like, I don't want to be too rude to Autumn, but because y'all know I don't really be feeling sis. But I'ma just need at some point for us to start to get to her realizing this, because us just having to deal with her detachment, like, she is trying, and I think that's the biggest part. Like, 'cause she's not an outright bitch, right? Like, she's not outright selfish and disrespectful. Like, she literally tries her best to help, but then she also sprinkles in her selfishness. And it was last week's episode that really helped me better see, like, damn, you didn't actually give Mercedes a down payment for her gym and do a lot of the stuff that you did because you just wanted to help Mercedes. You did it because Mercedes was the one who pulled the trigger that put Montavious in the ground, and you felt some type of guilt tied to that, which is understandable, but it just colors things in a different way, especially once you start to look at HAILEY's character traits. So, child, I just know I'm getting more and more annoyed with her as we go along, and her whole everybody can be replaced. While I get this is a business for you, sis, in this moment, no, y'all actually do need Mercedes. You can find somebody who could be a better person on a poll for her, but there's nobody yet, aside from Uncle Clifford, that is more loyal, or Diamond, that is more loyal, more down, and more about to get it done at any given moment than Mercedes. Now, child, Mercedes, on the other hand, she up here, penthouse living, drinking champagne, posting on social. And I feel like this is nothing but potentially her little silent, passive aggressive beef with Keyshawn, because y'all know that Keyshawn has cultivated a huge online following, is in Lil Murda's video, now they on tour. And while I think that Mercedes could be experiencing something really nice and cool in this moment, I feel like if she's doing something with social, it is literally to like buck back at Keyshawn, because she still feels a way about how Mississippi did Diamond, and basically how Mississippi did everybody in pulling that gun on Diamond. Now, if it's one thing, Katori Hall is the creator and showrunner for P-Valley, y'all. If it's one thing she gonna do, is she gonna keep these storylines going. Listen, that same man that Mercedes took his wallet because he got a little bit too handsy, a little bit too, you know what, in the lap dance, and then she turned around and put $100 bill in the collection plate at church the next day. Jesse, that same Jesse is coming back in next week's episode, and he's the one who actually arrests Terica for something. I don't know. I want to say maybe it's a DUI, because she's sitting in the driver's seat of a car and she's crying and she's pulled over. But we already know that Jesse's on some mess if he's calling Mercedes to tell her about it before even taking her to jail. Because if it was a clean arrest, then it would have just been like, oh, you would have been getting a call from the actual jail. But she's pulled over, he's back in his car, and he knew to call Mercedes, which maybe he was looking out, or maybe he's still scoring from how she did him and took all his money after they threw him out the paint because he was set tripping. I don't know, but I love it. I love the little seeds of like things coming back from before, and it just makes season 1 and season 2 really, really string together beautifully. Now, in other news, y'all, Miss Patrice Woodbine is going to be going head up with interim mayor Kyle, because she don't trust these white people. Girl, we don't trust you either. You Satan incarnate, honey, and the both of y'all could go to hell if you ask me, but it's going to be interesting to see them try to battle it out. I hope that she's not thinking about running for mayor, because she got a little bit of confidence, a little bit of boost now that she stole the place that Mercedes wanted to have her gym and turned it into her church. And now her church seems to be doing well. So now she got a lot of confidence, honey. She really feeling herself. She making commercials and everything. Oh, and I forgot to mention this. So the dude who went viral last year, I forgot to mention this in a breakdown video, y'all, so I apologize about that. But the dude who went viral during like the height of COVID, where he was saying where the money reside, that dude was one of Uncle Clifford's homies in last week's episode, which I thought was dope. But then also Patrice had a little commercial talking about where the blessings reside. Sis is really feeling herself, and I can't. And in next week's episode, she's going to be confronting interim mayor Kyle, who's trying to become permanent mayor Kyle. And it's just like, girl, we don't want either one of you little raggedy mofos in office, to be honest. Where's Uncle Clifford? Are you gonna run for real? Because they ain't it. And shout out to Terrell. I love when we have little moments of like in real life things get placed into media or pop culture in a really beautiful storytelling type of way. It's dope. Now, in more dangerous and volatile news, Big Teak, who was recruited last week to be security for Lil Murda, is definitely gang affiliated. Is going to head up with Rico. If y'all don't know who Rico is the dude that Lil Murda beat the hell out of last season at the paint, because he was talking too much and was trying to basically come at Maine because he felt like Maine disrespected Lil Murda. Whoo, chill. These little light bright boys about to tussle, and I don't know what to. I don't even know what to say or do. Rico is looking a lot tougher this season than he looked last season, so it feels like he also got hands. We get moments in this episode or in this trailer where he's actually punching and on top of Big Teak. And we already knew that he got beef or he got some type of animosity towards Little Murda still, because in the first episode of this season, he's in the back seat after one of the little homies ride by and is like, yo, when did you drop any music, whatever. He just looking on like a hater. He don't even speak. And then now we just get to see, you know, him attempt to confront Big T, and then they get into a fight. Then there's also going to be a shootout. It's a lot going on, and it's giving very much so dangerous. It's giving very much so hide your wives, hide your kids. Now, the only thing that confuses me about this is that Big T is wearing red, which is okay, cool. I could have swore that little Murda was wearing blue before, so I thought that he was actually with the dudes that was with Rico, but apparently not, because now these niggas is beefing, and it's just stop the violence, y'all. Now, before the trailer ends, we get moments of seeing Mercedes back on the pole with some dark straight hair, so she's gonna make it back, and I'm excited to see it. But I also feel like she has definitely earned a rest. I don't know what's going to happen with this whole shootout. I haven't seen any clips where Lil Murda involved. So if these two get the fighting, okay, cool. Just make sure nobody I love and care about get hit. That's all I know. And that is my breakdown of the episode 3 trailer. Let me know what y'all are thinking is going to happen in next week's episode. What storylines are you most looking forward to seeing more from? Who's your favorite character? Do you have any questions? Drop all of that in the comment section down below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And again, join the tribe. I love talking P-Valley with y'all, and I cannot wait to continue to do so. I'm going to work on dropping new videos breaking down specific things from the episodes in this week. So again, hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out when any of those videos go live. I also will be going live to talk about the show with you all on Monday. So again, hit the subscribe button and I'll see you there.